News from Fox 4.
And good morning to you. I'm Pat McGonigal.
And I'm Abby Eden.
This morning we are beginning with breaking news out of Lee's Summit.
A police officer is fighting for his life after being shot multiple times by a suspect. This shooting happened around 11 last night at an apartment complex on Southwest Hollywood Drive. Fox 4's Marcus Officer is live now with what police know about last night's incident. Marcus.
Yeah, Pat and Abby, these last few hours, the Lee's Summit Police Department has had plenty of help trying to piece together what took place in the southern portion of the city. We do know that this officer, whose identity is being withheld for the time being, is in serious condition. He was shot multiple times last night, and the scene that was painted by the Lee's Summit Police Department goes as follows. The officers around 11 o'clock were called to a domestic disturbance situation at an apartment complex on Southwest Hollywood Drive. While waiting for the other officer, one police officer who has been injured saw a suspect take off on foot. A chase began, and within a minute, that officer radioed for help, saying that he'd been shot at least 4 times. He was treated, taken to the hospital, and according to the sergeant that we talked to this morning, has had surgery. Now, his status is somewhere between serious and life-threatening, but for the time being, his name, as is the name of the suspect, is being withheld at this time. Now, we do know that the injured officer has been with the department for a couple of years, and witness statements say the suspect is known, but he had gotten into a car and fled the scene. There are state and federal partners helping the Lee's Summit Police Department track this person. There's been no danger to the residents of the apartment complex, at least that's according to the Lee's Summit Police Department. In fact, Sergeant Chris Depew says tonight is a reminder that domestic disturbance calls can be the most dangerous for officers to respond to, and given the situation, the department is fortunate it turned out the way it did.
We are very blessed that this wasn't an officer fatality. The officer's still going to have a long road to go, and this is going to be a long night for us. But we are very blessed, and through God's protection, he's okay this morning.
Now, an important distinction was the officer did not fire his weapon, therefore the PIT system or the other agencies come in to investigate. That was not activated, so the Lee's Summit Police Department will be investigating. Of course, when we get the name or the identities of the suspect and the officer, we will share them, as well as updates on the officer's condition, who's at the hospital recovering at the moment. But yeah, still a lot of pieces to this puzzle to come together, but that's what we know so far. We'll talk more about it coming up at 7 a.m. Until then, though, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Marcus, thank you.